My toughest shift as a sawyer, I believe I was in. Went to Alaska last year. I think we were just out of Fairbanks, and I IA'd the Skinny Road fire, I believe, and we did about a 19-hour shift. And my saw partner and I, did a lot of cutting, the whole time. We were kind of going tank for tank, and just kind of filling each other out, And the saw part about it, the cutting, the limbing, it was a lot of dead fuel. And it's the swamp that'll get you. Swamping, I think, is the hardest thing in fire. I mean, to move that brush, it's just, it takes a lot of energy, and if you got a good saw team, it works out well. But just, those long IA shifts, 19 hours, just cutting, you really got to step back and pay attention to what you're doing and what your partner's doing, But yeah, that was a 19-hour IA. Went back for 4 hours and then slept for maybe 2. And then woke up and went and did it all again. So it's just, it kind of builds. In Alaska, it's a pretty strong fuel type. And then with that, the dozer line, we were cutting out by a dozer line, and the permafrost was melting. So the more we would swamp, and it was uphill, so you'd get, we were cutting black spruce, about 10-foot high black spruce, so I'd get my load, and I would have to stomp through the mud, through this, 10-foot swamp basically, and then through the day progressed, they wanted the line wider so that dozer track ended up tripling in size. So it was just bigger, and it was just so wearing on your body, and you're so tired swamping through mud. It was a fun one. Well, it was my first time to Alaska, so I always heard about the black spruce and all the sunlight, so the sun exposure, and how things will pick up and burn, and it was making really big runs. It was running a lot, chunking off. I think it was 100 and some acres. So we IA'd it first 2 days, and we were doing some burnout. And honestly, the very last 200 yards, the day was wrapped up, 19-hour shift done. A black spruce right on the line ended up torching out and jumped the line. And then we were like, oh, maybe we can catch it. We might be able to catch this. And I heard Air Attack say it was spotting a 1/4 mile. So right there I was just like, oh man. But for the most part, it was a very active fire, a lot of torching out, a lot of spotting. I've never seen spots go that far before, 1/4 mile. I mean, that's pretty far from my experience, but it was very interesting to see how things burn up there, just with all the sunlight and everything. And the thick fuel, the black spruce is so dense. The stems per acre up there, it's a very extreme amount.